Hello, everyone. Welcome. Y'all come on in, tag and share. Let me put my tag and share. So as y'all coming in, make sure that you are sharing this to your pages. I hope everybody had an awesome Thanksgiving. As you can see, part of I'm in my Florida house for our vacation this week. I'm a little sad because I got to go pack. We leave in the morning. But we've been here since Sunday and has been amazing weather. And now we got to get back and to 4 to 7 inches of snow that's supposed to be happening tonight and tomorrow. So not too happy about that, but it's okay. That's where I live until I don't. So we'll be praying about that. All right. All right. So come on in. I've got some great things to share with you guys. I've got some friends who's going to come on with me. We're going to be sharing some things that I know that you are going to appreciate. You're going to love it. So I want to make sure that you are tagging all your people, all your family, your friends, your coworkers, your church members, everyone to hear this information, and drop in the chat where you are logging in from. If you are watching the replay, we welcome you. Hashtag replay so that we can say hey to you. All right. So I'm going to bring my friends up here. They're backstage. We'll do one at a time. We're not going to hold you long, but we are going to be strong. All right. We're going to be strong this evening, but we're going to do it in a quick amount of time. So welcome everybody. Thank you for coming on with us. If you can just give us a quick who you are really quickly, and then we'll get right into it. We go Chris, Deborah, Robin, and Tracy.
What's going on, everybody? As you can see, I'm Chris Courtney, aka the Patch Man, aka Patcho Man, Sandy Ravage. Oh yeah. I'm hailing out of Jacksonville, Florida, y'all. Thank you for having me.
Hey, everybody. My name is Deborah Moore, and I'm here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Thanks for having me.
Hey, everybody. I'm Robin Owens. I hail from out of Flint, Michigan, but I'm in Orlando, Florida now for just a minute. Then I got to go back to that stuff she was talking about. Thanks for having me.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Tracy Weatherall. I'm out of Dallas, and I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So as you can see, we are all over the place, and then we're actually in like different countries, all the states. We're trying to take over our world with Super Patch. All right. So we're going to get right into it. I know that a lot of you on here have been watching video after video after video and after video and just hasn't pulled that plug yet. So we're here to talk to you guys about why Super Patch, for one, what they have done for all of us, and why you need to hurry up and jump on the bandwagon and get in on this Super Patch fun. All right, because it is going to be, actually it's starting already. This is the future of wellness. All right, by summer 2026, this is going to be more than viral. It's going to be insane. And I really hope that you guys get in position, get in now, if not with a business, but with using them, period. Because regardless if you do this as a business or not, you still need, everyone in your household needs these patches. Number one, they're drug-free. You don't have to worry about side effects. You don't have to worry about anything messing with your medications. It's safe for all ages. So if I got something going on with me and Kason got the same thing that's 11, we could put on the same patches and I don't have to worry about what's going to happen to him. All right. So that's amazing. All right. We don't see that anywhere. Like, it's medications for adults, it's medications for kids. And a lot of times the kids isn't strong enough to even help them with their problem. And then we're overdosing as parents. I have found myself, just give them a little extra so it can help them out, because I know the dose that they give us isn't going to be enough. Right. So we're going to start. Well, I guess I can start with me. We got introduced with Super Patch back in March, and I honestly got in because of, it wasn't a personal experience. It wasn't me putting on the patches and seeing a difference in me. I did it because I was seeing what it was doing for other people. And when people come into my chair at the office, they complain about so much. and especially about what's not working. They're on all these medications that's not working. If their diabetes in their eyes are getting worse, if their blood vessels are looking worse because they're high blood pressure, and yet they're on all these medications and nothing is happening, right? You see the hope kind of go away, to especially when you got to have the conversation of, I don't see this reversing. I don't know if your vision is going to be the same in the future. I don't know if you're going to go blind from this. You've got to get your sugar or your pressure or whatever under control. But yet they go to the doctor and they get their medications increase, and nothing is happening, right? And I'm able to give them another alternative option, a safer way, a drug-free way, to where they're out of pain, to where things are being regulated in their body that the medications weren't doing. So they can work with their doctor to maybe pull back from those dosages so they can save their kidneys, right? We increase our dosages to help us feel better, but then it's messing our kidneys and livers up. And then you're in kidney failure, you got to get put on more medications, on dialysis and all these things, right? It's just a spiral downhill. So I was just excited that I can give an alternative. But then one day someone told me to try the peace patch. And I said, well, I'm cool. I don't need the peace patch. Like, I got a lot going on, but I can handle it. Like, Robert could talk to you about that. Like, I can handle it. I just, one thing at a time, right? I thought I was cool. All right. Until I put the peace patch on and I realized, oh, I wasn't cool. Like, externally, people knew I was okay, but internally, my mind was always racing. My body was always tensed up. And that's why they say stress is a silent killer. You don't know what it's doing to you until you don't have it. So I am so grateful. I don't go a day without that peace patch now. But I just want to be calmer in my body. And it just helps everything else out. It helps your focus better at that point. It just helps everything else. And then my son uses the peace and focus for school. He's doing an amazing job, like way better than what he's been doing. And I really do believe that it's because of the patches, just focusing him, calming him down, less anxiety. These kids go through so much, guys, the peer pressure, the different things that's going on in the school system. Not just, I would rather them just be handling peer pressure, but they got to worry about if someone's coming in the door to, to do something to the kids at the school, right? So the peace has been helping him, the focus. So that's why I'm more and more sharing about the patches to the world. Chris, what's your testimony? What you got going on with these patches?
So, man, so I got introduced same time. I started moving a little bit slower than you did.
All right.
But I mean, because honestly, I was like, all right, let me just get these 2 packs and be in position. You know what I'm saying? I'll see what's going on. Then I was having extreme pain in my neck and my shoulders, right? I could not really drive correctly because I couldn't turn to drive. I'm still a personal trainer. At the time, I had just opened up a fitness center. So doing personal training, I have to, show the move first. I couldn't, and if I tried, I'm trying to, but I'm almost in tears trying to show the moves. And then I said, I need to do something. So I was eating 800 milligram Motrin like it was candy, and it wasn't doing anything. I was taking Flexeril, that wasn't doing anything. I went and got a medicinal card that would just, it would chill me out, but too much of it gave me anxiety. I did not know that if we could talk, can I say the 3 letters?
No, I'm not sure.
THC.
Oh,
you trying to figure out what is he gonna say?
So y'all don't know Chris like I do. Shut my Facebook down. Okay, go ahead.
No, but I did not know that a side effect of THC is anxiety. So it was just tough, right? So I think it had to been one holiday. I don't know if it was East. I don't know. I can't remember what holiday it was. All I know is I was driving in the car. almost in tears. That's how much pain I was in. So I said, let me put this stupid patch on. And that's how I was back then. You know what I'm saying? Man, I put this patch on in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I did like this. I started moving my shoulder. I was reaching behind me because in the car, if you want to try to reach behind you, you have to do like this.
Right.
I couldn't do that. I was able to reach behind me in the car to get something. So that was day one. I was like, it's a fluke. It's a fluke. So day two, right around the 24-hour mark, 25-hour mark, I got home. Pain jumped back up to about maybe 7, 8. I said, let me put another patch on. I put that patch on and I was able to lay down and go to sleep because the pain started doing like this. Normally, when I'm in that much pain, I cannot go to sleep, right? I was able to go to sleep and then I woke up and I was like, I was so excited that I jumped up, but then I paused for a second because my left knee had been hurting for about 2 years. I could not bend my knee. I couldn't move I can bend it, but not full range of motion, right? For 2 years. I was able to put pressure on my knee. I was able to bend my knee. And I was like, hey, yo, this a wrap. This a wrap. Like I am, yeah, what? You can't tell me nothing. So now my wife, my mother, my mother-in-law, my daughter's mother, my daughter, my clients, you know what I'm saying? Like they listen, if you don't come to me talking about you hurt, I'm about to pat you. Right.
Sure.
Last thing real quick, today we had me and one of my partners here in Jacksonville, we had like a Black Friday weekend event. And there's this bus that travels to a lot of the Black businesses around the city. So they came over to us. So I was like, hey, y'all, if anybody in pain, I need y'all to come over here. So this lady was limping in the room. And I said, well, what's going on with your knee? She said, well, I had surgery on my knee and my knee's been hurting real bad. For how long? What level? It's just, I'm used to the pain. It's just hurt. And I said, okay, I got a Liberty patch and a Freedom patch. I put one on one side of the knee, one on the other side of the knee. And I kept going with what I was talking about. This lady looked at me. She says, I feel my knee. I feel something. And so she got up and started moving around. Now I'm on the other side of the room trying to do a stability test with somebody else and everything like that. And she said, my knee feel better.
Oh, yeah.
I said, hold on, walk across the room. She went to walk across the room, took 3 steps, and then started jogging. I said, oh my Lord. And I said, wait. I tried to get you got to run that back. I got to get that on camera. So I take the time to say that because if you're not in the room when those things happen, you would say, oh, y'all playing. Oh, y'all paying them people. Oh, y'all, all the foolishness that people say now. But when you patch somebody and you know that they've been in pain, you don't know them from Adam, and they get up, not only start walking, they stop limping and jog around the room. That's giving hope. That's giving relief. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I don't know if y'all ever been in severe enough pain to have you in tears, to have you like, man, bump this. You know what I'm saying? But to see that and that for that woman to have that type of quick response in front of all those people, I think at the time was about 25 people at the room at that point in time. And they saw her limping. So I'm super excited. Thank y'all for allowing me to take a little bit more extra time to tell y'all that story. That just happened today.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah,
Awesome.
so that's awesome. Appreciate y'all.
Awesome. And that's one thing. We get new testimonies daily. It's not like we're telling y'all testimonies from 3 months ago, 2 years ago. Every day. We gotta just pick one. We are getting so many every day. All right, Miss Trey, you up?
All right. Hey, y'all. So my testimony, I have been suffering silently since for a long time. I'm say about December, and I have been in pain from my scalp to my toenails, like all over. And I wasn't moving really well. I wasn't walking very well at all. But I didn't want to tell anybody too much. I was scared to tell my kids like my body was acting like it was shutting down. And it's something that happened to me years ago with valley fever. So I had a setback. Nina calls. She's like, listen, I got to tell you something. I'm like, I literally told one of my friends, like, I don't think I have it in me to do another business. I'm not already feeling well. I'm not feeling well. And so secretly I just suffered. If anybody listening to this and you know anybody suffering secretly, or you're suffering secretly, I can understand your story. You don't want people to know, you don't want to be judged. And so she told me about the patches. I got them right away. The liberty and the freedom. I got them right away. My pain was past a 20, past 100, because even the sheets hurt, even just touching little
Mm.
areas, my hips, my legs were the most, and my feet were super dark, like above my ankles. They were so dark to the point people would be like, "What's up with your feet?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I probably sit out in the sun." Look, baby, ain't no sun really in no March and February and all that. But people see it, I play it off, right? It was a circulation issue. I
Mm.
wasn't thinking that
Mhm.
these patches was gonna think. I wasn't thinking circulation. I'm thinking pain, 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 pain. So sum it all up. These patches have taken my body to a whole nother, just a whole nother homeostasis, meaning I'm operating better. My body, my limbs, my joints, and my organs are operating better. It was even to the point where I wouldn't even sleep barely at night because I'm worried about what's next, what's happening with my body. Like, God, please, I'm asking you, please don't take me out like this, right? Like, we got a choice, but you know what I'm saying? So the patches did work, and they're still working. And each month I got better and better. All my pain did not go away day one, but it took that sting out. I don't know if y'all understand what I mean.
Mhm.
But that heavy sting, I'm allergic to ibuprofen, aspirin, Tylenol, Sudafed, Midol, baby aspirin. I'm allergic to all of that. Tramadol, I have to use 2 Benadryls. So I'm the family's incubator baby. All right. Okay. Because I can't take pain medication. So just imagine it's either Benadryl and a NyQuil and you knock out. Or either you mess around with some THC or some gummies. But how long is you gonna do that if it got red 40 die? I'm allergic to those things. So a lot of stuff that we were using, I couldn't even use because I'm itching, right? So here we are with a ingredient free product. I suggest that everyone jump on the bandwagon and save your family. And if you're suffering silently, we got a patch for that because
Mhm.
the peace patch took me. I'm
Yes.
at peace.
Yeah.
I'm good. You should did. You should try it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you
Mhm.
so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Miss Deborah.
Well, hey, hey, hey. So my
Hello.
story is, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I think I keep going in and out. So I'm going to try to tell it before it decides to send me out again.
All
But
right.
I was introduced to the patches. I was introduced to the patches like most of us. I got a phone call from my coach
Mhm.
friend. And basically, I was like, okay, so what we do? Okay. I looked at the video, and I too, in my mind, was thinking, I really don't know if I want to do another one because I'm kind of happy with the products we had. But when I looked at the video and I saw him do the stress test, I kind of set up and was like, okay, I'm intrigued. Okay, because I remember doing this a long time ago, and I have not seen anybody talk about it or do it in a long time. So that intrigued me, and just the thought of how it was. We all we tested out ourselves first. Like Chris, I kind of had neck pain, and I tried the freedom and the liberty, and they helped. But and seeing all the testimony that came in, that just really like, okay, this stuff is really working. This is really something different. But I also discover I have gout.
Mhm.
I only had it flare up a couple of times, but when it really flares, it could last like 3 to 4 weeks, where that foot is in so much pain, I can't even put any shoes on. I can't even stand for it to touch the ground. And about a month or so ago, it had another flare up. Just out the blue, it flared up. It was big, red, and hurting, and it was like throbbing. And I was like calling on God by name, please, what can I do for this? And I thought about these patches, the liberty and the freedom. So I put them on top of my foot, but that throbbing was still going. So I took that peace patch and wrapped it around that big toe. And I'm telling you, in about 15, 20 minutes, I could feel the throbbing calming down. I could feel myself calming down because honestly, I was laying there in tears because like Tracy said, I couldn't even stand for the sheet to touch my foot. And I just feel myself calming down. And then that liberty and that peace that helped that inflammation, like every hour I was getting up and it was just flushing it out. So what usually took 3 or 4 weeks to get down and I could even put on a shoe, that happened like Saturday night. By that Monday, that inflammation was gone. Really that Sunday morning, but by that time I woke up, that swelling had went down and it was just tender when I stepped on it. By Monday, it was done and I could actually put on shoes and go to work. That has never happened. So that took my belief to a whole nother level.
Awesome.
That took my, like, I saw it, but when I experienced that, I was like, wait a minute, we got here miracle workers, And so I just want to encourage people that if you have an opportunity to get in the room and see this being done and have this done on you, you need to get in the room. Get in the room. That's all I got to say. You need to get in the room. Get a
Absolutely.
patch
Thank
and
you.
get in the
Thank you.
room.
Thank you. And you know what Miss Tracy and what Miss Deborah stated too, that they put it on and after a few days, like it kept getting better and better and better and better, right? We have to give it a chance for it to work. Some people, it will happen in minutes, some in hours, some in a day, some maybe 10 days. The package actually says give it 2 weeks for it to like really work in your system. And we may not have to take that long, but you do have to give yourself grace for it could take that long. All right. You've been on these medications 20, 30 years and you still not healed. You still
I've
have the
been on high
problem.
blood pressure for 29
Yeah. Your
years.
pressure continue to
They
keep
never
getting
came
higher.
down.
They keep continue to increase the dosages and it's still not helping. So let's give the patches, give it at least 30, 60, 90 days, guys, for it to see what it's going to do for you. You owe yourself that because you're worth it. You deserve to be and feel better, have a better quality of life. So you got to allow yourself and your body to do that. All right, we got Dr. Brenwell coming on, but Miss Robin, you can share your testimony if she can hear me.
Okay, hi everybody.
Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
You can't hear me.
I can.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hi everybody. Thanks for letting me speak. And the story with these patches, I can't even tell you everything. I'm going to keep it short. So my two main things have been I deal with chronic pain. I had 2 back surgeries and a neck surgery and a bunch of other surgeries, right? So on all those medications that everybody's naming, I have had that experience. The results of me having that experience is other going on. I didn't get what I needed to get or thought I would get from being on the medications, right? So we get these patches. Okay, everybody got some part of the so
Robin is
is one
very,
of those for
Miss
me.
Robin.
Okay, where we going?
It's very
Yes.
robot-y. Like it's not, it's going in and out. It sounds like a robot. I don't know if you can change where you are or.
Oh, okay, change locations. Let me try that.
Okay.
Of course, that would be me.
Go ahead. I'll have Dr.
Is this
Brenwell.
better?
Oh, it is. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I just stood up in the middle of the room. So let me
Okay.
know
Go
if this
ahead.
gets crazy. Anyway, my main story was chronic back pain. So all the meds and all that stuff didn't do anything. You got ride or die people in your life. Dr. Dunn is one of those for me. So I was like, okay, let's go. And I put the patches on. My relief was not immediate, and it wasn't with one patch or two. But I found the Holy Grail with 4, sometimes 5. Liberty, victory, freedom, peace, and defend and or kick it. That's what works for me and gets me into no pain. No pain is amazing for me to the point I got so used to being in pain that when I'm not in pain, it takes a minute to even register that I'm not in pain because my brain just got used to being in pain. Other for me, when the brain surgery in pain, I
You're back a robot.
joy
Sorry.
better. No,
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah,
better.
better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peace and joy gave me peace and joy while my son had brain surgery, and I was not the typical crybaby that I usually am. So you need these patches. I don't care what you got going on in your life because I know something is going on. You need the patches. Let the medication go, and come on and go on this ride with us. That's just simply amazing. All right, I love you guys. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. We got Dr. B on the line with us. First, we're just sharing who we are, our testimony about the patches. But if you can just give us a little bit more for the audience as to why they need to get the patches, not tomorrow or next month, today.
Okay. So first of all, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And I'm going to try to stay as still as possible.
Okay.
So so my name is Dr. Nicole Bramwell, and these patches are simply amazing from a medical standpoint, from a personal standpoint. I've been a doctor for 30 plus years. Actually, I mean, it's like going into 32 years. It's ridiculous to be able to say that. That's like half of my life. I just turned 60. So, but I've never seen anything like this before. And so I help a lot of people for the last 12 years. I've been helping people release unwanted weight, get their health in balance, using supplements. And I've always had to worry about somebody's kidneys, somebody's heart, somebody's liver. And as a pediatrician in a previous life, although once a pediatrician, always a pediatrician, I have always had to worry about dosing for children, for medicine. You have to get their weight, we have to give them the right dose. And I am ecstatic that I do not have to worry about any of those things anymore. I don't have to worry about the nursing mom to see if something's going from her milk transferring to the baby. I don't have to worry about if the mom's pregnant with another child. And I can actually step back and now and go and help the children of the children that I took care of because they're no longer children. So, from a science, technology, medical point of view, this is where we should be. This is the future of medicine. This is how wellness is going to be. And although it seems like it's real Star Trekky, that's where we were always headed because we've always had this capability. It's just that this gentleman, Jay Dollywall, went the extra mile for 16, 17 years and poured in millions of dollars of his own money to actually find this because his mom was suffering from MS and he wanted her to live and he wanted her to live a quality life. And I think we want that for everyone, and any of us that are helpers, caregivers, just have that nurturing heart. We want people to be their best, have their best quality life for as long as they can. And certainly returning people to balance and stability is going to do that because those are the biomarkers for longevity. So we can add 4 to 5 years onto someone's life, or they can, if they put the patches on and they wear them. And definitely that foundational patch is for that. So let me tell you my personal story. So have you ever awakened and felt like you were the letter L? That happened to me a couple months ago. Shortly after we were with Super Patch, I got up and I could not straighten because I had such severe pain in my right hip and across my thigh. I have never had that before. It was excruciating. Like literally, I have a very high tolerance for pain. I've had fibroid issues for more than half of my life. And so I've had high tolerance of pain. That pain was crazy. And I couldn't straighten without like making myself tear up. So I said, well, if I'm going to put those patches, now this is change of mindset. because you have to make a conscious decision not to go take the medicine. Because
Mm-hmm.
believe me, that crap was hurting. Okay. So I said, if I'm going to put it to the test, I'm going to do it right now. I went and put a patch right on my butt, like right at the hip area. And I went back to go lie down. There was no way that I could move around anymore. And I laid down for 20 minutes and I literally got up and was able to stand up straight.
Awesome.
Now the pain was still there,
Mm-hmm.
but it was down. I started putting a second freedom patch on the front of my leg, and I always have my piece on, so I definitely know that was kicking in as well. And I wore those two patches for a few more days, and I was able to then not have the pain. And gradually, over a couple of weeks, it went away completely. And now I don't have to wear a pain patch there
Mm-hmm.
anymore. And as a matter of fact, I tried to creep up today, and I put a peace patch because what? My freedom patches are all gone
They don't take long.
to other people, not to me, to other people.
They don't take long.
So my freedom patches were gone, and I said, well, I'm gonna use what I got. And I put that peace patch on, and that little bit of whatever was trying to happen went away. So we're not just talking about this from a business standpoint, although that's very important,
Mm-hmm.
but but from we're using these patches because they are the devices,
Mm-hmm.
FDA registered devices that are
Mm-hmm.
helping us return our bodies to true balance and wellness. And can't
Yeah.
say enough good.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Listen, these testimonies have been amazing. And I think this is the first time I'm hearing Ms. Deborah and Chris is this is the first time I'm hearing about his pain issues. I just appreciate, I hope everybody is listening to everyone's situation is different. Everyone's went through a time period of whatever their pain was or in different areas, but they put the same patches on and it works regardless if it's minutes, a couple days, or what have you. They didn't have to use the medication for it to work, and it did work. And it's not like, well, you can't use this because you have this. You can't use this because you're a woman or you're a man or what have you, of different things we've had to do in the past. It works for everyone. Okay. And I'm just so appreciative that I have this to share with the world. And I want to thank Chris and Miss Trey and Robin and Deborah for coming on with us. I'm going to put you guys down. I'm going to leave Dr. Branwell up if you got a little bit of time. And I just want to go through these patches really quickly. But if you're on here because Chris, Tracy, Robin, Miss Deborah, Dr. Branwell invited you, please get back with them because they're going to share some exciting things with you with what we got going on. If you stay on this live, we're probably going to hit on it. All right. We're going to talk about it a little later, but I really want us to get into what these patches can do individually because there's different combinations as you hear. We're all using them differently, but at the end result, they work. And we're pain-free, we're stronger, better balanced, we got more focus, we're peaceful, unbothered. All these things are happening because of these patches. All right. So I thank you all so much. All right. All right. So Dr. Branwell, I just want to go through these patches really quickly.
Sure.
I have them here.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold them up.
Okay.
If you talk
Let's
about
go.
each one as I put
Okay.
them up.
All right, so this is Liberty. This is our foundational patch for balance, stability, the biomarkers for longevity, and homeostasis of your autonomic nervous system, which is your involuntary nervous system, controlling your heart rate, your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your digestive system. All your body systems are attached to your autonomic nervous system. You need this particular patch no matter what's going on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And this is Victory, which is the cousin because it helps with balance as well, and also but agility and definitely toward athletic or movement or exercise, where it's going to give you increased recovery, and it's helping with neuropathy, and so and it gives you increased performance. So we got a study on this that came out this month. 10% performance increase in Arizona State University D1 athlete on the football team, and that is across the board. Your young athletes, your professional athletes, they need, and we have every area of professional athletes, there is an athlete, at least one, or definitely multiple, that are wearing this victory patch. So this is pretty powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the freedom patch. Hey, pain and inflammation. So don't ignore this because it's not just pain. If you got inflammation, like increased, excess weight, a chronic illness, and what have you, digestive issues, you have inflammation, and therefore you need to still use this patch even if you don't have manifested pain. Okay, very,
Mm-hmm.
very important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, and this is the magic trio. Please put this together. If you got pain, you got inflammation, you got balance issues. All of us have balance issues. We all have a non-dominant side that makes you unbalanced, and that's how come we can do that stability test very reliably and show that people can get stronger. So put these together for all of those issues. If you have neuropathy, please, whatever the cause, whether it be diabetes or otherwise, use these patches. If you have sciatica, use this group of patches. Please, 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 please. This is the trio, okay? That the magic trio, okay?
Yeah, I have a girl who has fibromyalgia really bad, and she's younger than me, and if she has an episode, she's in the bed, like she can't move. I gave her these, and I also added Defend for her,
Oh,
and
Defend,
she
okay.
is like in love with me. Okay, so she's
Awesome.
feeling so good. She's telling everybody like, y'all need to get these, right? So that brings up our next one.
Yep. So Defend, this is for our immune system. This is it helps with allergies because believe it or not, the immune system is tied to what's causing your allergy response. Okay. So for allergies, no Zyrtec for me when I'm using my Defend, and increase blood flow. We have video of someone without the patch and somebody with the patch on showing actually the blood cells actually moving easier blood flow. So this is for real. Okay. And so yes, Defend, and you can partner that with the trio and also, the Peace too. This is the one that you can pretty much put with any group of patches, okay, with any patch cocktail. So the Peace is for stress, anxiety. You do not have to have a level of anxiety that is diagnosed medically. It can be related to anything. You could be getting married and have anxiety. This will make the bridezilla much more not in the Zilla category.
They probably need
And
this one too.
and the joy for sure. So that's for mood, whether it be sadness. And again, we don't claim any cure or treatment of any diseases. We're taking care of symptoms. However, these are 85% of the symptoms that show up to the doctor's office. So this is why you're going to the doctor. This is why your relatives are going to the doctor. This is helping. So joy has helped a lot of people get through grieving periods and what have you, and actually have a normalized life and be able to handle things in a very good way. So this is good because that can be a bad spot. And any of our postpartum moms and what have you, joy and peace, you need that in your life. I've seen a lot of moms after they had their baby and it's a rough spot. And I've been a mom after I had my baby and that was a rough spot. And so I wish I had joy and peace at that moment in trying to breastfeed my daughter and all of that. All those things add stress. The mommy's trying to take care of the baby. And so, hey, that would be very, very helpful. And then REM, and then she's not getting any sleep. So get that to the mom. But lots of people don't have good sleep. 6 billion people are suffering with sleep, whether they take a long time to fall asleep, whether they wake up throughout the night, whether it's poor quality sleep. This is going to get you quality sleep. And we have the research to prove it. We've got studies to prove it. Okay. So use REM, your perimenopausal ladies, your menopausal ladies. Insomnia is like one of the top things. Even pregnant moms, although I was not one of those, I slept better than everybody. I don't know how the baby was moving
I needed
around.
this so bad. When I was pregnant with Erin, she's my daughter, firstborn. When I say probably 23 weeks, I was done.
Oh
There was
no.
no more sleeping. I had like a little spot in the bed. I'll just sit up. I had my pillow behind me. I just watched TV. I watched so much TV in the middle of the night. I learned all the cartoons so I could be ready
Oh,
for
I'm
when she
so
comes, what
sorry.
she's gonna watch and what she's not gonna watch. All our old cartoons like He-Man and all that come on in the middle of the night. Like
Yes.
I was watching all of that. I was up.
Thundercats, maybe?
Yeah, all of
Thundercats?
that. All of that. I was was watching all of that. I needed this then. It's like, Jay, where were you at? Like, I needed this.
My husband needed that because he was the one with the insomnia. I was sleeping.
Yeah, I was done for. Like,
Oh
I
my
might got
goodness.
a 2 hours maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
no, I could
Oh
not
my
lay
goodness.
down. I couldn't. I wasn't even sleepy. Like, I just couldn't sleep. I
Just
just,
wired up.
yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
wired. All right.
All right, so we got ignite and kick it. These two go together, okay? So the ignite is in the orange, and that will help you burn up to 500 calories at rest. You
Mhm.
do not need to go to the gym for 3 hours. You do not need to run around the block. You just put on this patch and it's going to raise your basal metabolic rate so that your metabolism is actually higher. Lots of people come to me, how do I get my metabolism higher? Well, here now I can give them, I'm so happy I can just answer them and just, I can even just put the patch on them and say, here, this is how it goes. And
Mhm.
then the kick it is going to help you with habits, any habits. So it's not just smoking and drinking, although those would be good to, be able to control. But this is going to make your brain make the right choices. And so it's going to train your brain to do that. So kick is going to help with that. Even different types of thoughts, whether they be negative thoughts, sugar cravings, cravings for carbs, different things. The kick it is actually going to help. And then definitely, like we talked about the peace, you would put that with that. That can help with those type of cravings as well. So that's kind of like a nice trio also, especially if you're trying to change the look of your body.
Yeah, this is
All
my
right,
favorite.
and then we got boost and focus. So boost, yeah, these go together actually, believe
Yes,
it or not.
it's really
So
good.
so boost is the iridescent one, and so that is for energy, nice clean energy. Okay, no caffeine. You can get off of that caffeine. You can use the kick it to help you to get off the caffeine with the boost. So that's another combo that you can do. And then that one helped me do like driving long distance a few months ago is crazy. And then focus. I mean, focus has not only focus, but also helps you with memory. So if you've got some memory issues, especially if you're under stress, your memory may be challenged. So there's lots of reasons for memory issues. Get the focus. It can help you be more productive, finish what you're supposed to finish, and be able to move on through your life without being like haphazard and all over the place. So, and this is good for your kids in school. Even if they have good focus, it can actually help them hone in, especially during like exam times and what have you, where everybody's stress kind of goes up. The people taking the test and the parents of the kids that are taking the test are
Hmm.
getting anxious. So we might want to put the focus on the parents too.
Hmm.
And then rocket. So this is for sexual health and enhancement. Depending on your age, gentlemen, you have to wear it longer. So if you're over 50, I'm over 50, you're over 50, you need to wear it for like 3 weeks. The younger, they wear it for like 2 weeks, and younger than that, they're going to wear it for like 1 week to get results. However, ladies, this rocket patch is helpful as you heard Dr. Dunn talk about, that this helps during her cycle. Or is that on the other live? Anyway, whatever.
We've
But
been
it
doing
can
so
help
much.
during that time. It can help perimenopausal, menopausal, because this is a hormonal type of balance that this is creating. All
Hmm.
right. So you can use this too. There's nothing in it. So you're not going to grow a beard. You're not going to grow bushy eyebrows. You're not going to get the unibrow or anything like that. You're not going to have to shave your legs more. I promise. So I'm just trying to hit it all.
For
So
sure.
this is the rocket patch, and you can get the sexual enhancement as well if everything's kind of back in order, right? So this
Yeah.
is important for you as
Yeah.
well, ladies.
Yeah. So on the other live, I did discuss. So this definitely helps with my menstrual, like with my cramping, my bloating. I get them really bad, like to the point in the stomach, they go to your back, like all the things, right? So this helped me. Now my daughter also has it. Like she gets really bad, like she's down. To the point of either she's gonna stick it out or I gotta go get her from school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just so excited because so this was the first month I tried the rocket on her. And
Mm-hmm.
usually, like the pain is so bad. I think she has a high tolerance like me. So by the time she tells me that she's hurting, it's already so far gone that regardless what we do, nothing helps. She just got to go to sleep, right? She's already at the point where she's so susceptible to the pills. Like she could take 3 of these, okay, and it does nothing. It does nothing. And we know how strong Aleve is. It's supposed to be, you take one and you're good. I got to do about 3 or 4. She's got to do about 3 for it to even just kind of calm down a little bit. And she's 14. Like I cannot allow her to keep taking those pills every month like that. So that's just too much. So I put Liberty, Freedom, and Rocket on her this month, and boom.
Yay.
So I
Because
did that.
I was her when I was growing
Yeah.
up. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so I did it with me. I did it with my sister this past week. Like that Rocket does something different.
That's
It does
awesome.
something extra to where it took the pain away. So I'm excited that I've got something that I can use, but I can give it to my 14-year-old, my 11-year-old to help them. And then we can save their kidneys and their livers at a younger age.
Please.
So I'm just excited about that. Yes.
That's
And then we have
awesome.
Lumi. I don't have Lumi. I'm out.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have it, and I threw my bag away. Dr.
Mine
Brown
is upstairs.
that
So
we
Lumi is the skin patch. So it comes in a gold, like silvery package. It is for your skin. It is to help with the radiance of your skin and the quality of your skin. But what I want to share with you, and it helps with like redness or flakiness. Again, we don't claim to cure or treat or mitigate any conditions. However, we have people's skin clearing up for people that have had redness or flakiness associated with like psoriasis, eczema, and other conditions, right? But what I want to tell you is that people think that only those issues need to be addressed, but our skin being in good integrity and complete and normal is good for protecting our bodies. It's our first defense. It's one of our first defenses against the outside, right? Anything coming at us, any infection and all of that. So it's important for your skin to be, so even if you have mild eczema or something like that, those are things that break down your skin and cause like dryness and all of that. This is going to help with that quality of your skin. And so please don't overlook the Lumi. The Lumi is important, and not just for aesthetic effect. Okay, so it's important otherwise. So yeah.
All right. Well, those are our 13 patches, guys. And just with the different combinations, again, like Dr. B said, can help with up to 85% of the complaints that come into the doctor's office. Just depends on what combination you need for you. So as you heard, you probably need about 5 to 8 of them right now. So we have a great opportunity for you up until I think Monday that we have a buy 3 get 2 free sale going on right now. So you can buy 3 packs of patches and get 2 free. All right, so you can get back to the person that invited you to this live or the page that you're seeing this live on, get their link so that you can get those packs. All right, buy 3, get 2 free. That's 5 packs, guys. So you know what you need. I'm sure you've written it all down. Go get your packs. We also have a buy 2, get 1 free if you need to do that. But if you're able to get 3 packs, you're able to get 2 free along with them. All right. So I thank you all for your time. Thank you for being on with me. We will see you soon again. I'm sure of it. Make sure you are sharing this with your family, your loved ones. Tag someone in this video that you may need them to hear this information. And we will talk to you later. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.